Introducing new Panado Pediatric Syrup 5ml sachets. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Communities are made up of families. Pali recently visited Tembisa, where she shared a special dose of care with a sustainable farmer feeding her entire community.
We're keeping it in the family with a nomination from a doting brother that is recognizing the work of his sister for her sustainable farming to feed their community. Now, they say sustainability is all about meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability for future generations to meet their own needs. Now, nobody understands that better than those plowing their hands into the soil to feed their community. We must always strive to do better and to be better stewards of our earth. And if you ask me, there's no better time than now. Malifu Siswam, come join me. Now, what is sustainable farming and what inspired you to start farming sustainably?
Sustainable farming for me means planting vegetables in my farm and helping in my society. And I grew up loving farming because my father was also farming. So I have that passion of farming. That's why I end up having this farm.
Now, why is it so important for you to contribute to the reduction of unsustainable farming?
It is important for me to farm, to support my local people.
And would you encourage others to also start farming sustainably?
Yes, I will. Definitely I will, especially youth, because a lot of them are not working. So I would like to encourage them to join me if they want to.
You are bringing the community together through your farming. Is this your way of sharing a dose of care? And why is it so important to you to feed the community?
Yes, Palisa, this is my way of sharing a dose of care because people are starving. They can't afford to go to the malls and buy expensive stuff while I have a small farm. So they come here and support me, and I also support them. If maybe you don't have money to buy something, I can donate for you.
You're also a recycler. Can you take us through the process of recycling?
We go outside and sitope ama bodlela, ama plastiki, then siwalethe lapha where we work, and then siwa recycle, then we earn that little money.
You use the proceeds from your recycling and the produce that you sell here for a special reason. Can you tell me more?
Next to my farm, there's a nursery for disabled children. So I take this money and help them.
And what does a dose of care mean to you?
A dose of care to me means you need to share with other people that they don't have.
How does the work that Malifu and her team do by farming help the community?
The work that Malifu and her team are doing, they're doing a great job because they are fighting poverty. They're helping people to access the fresh produce, the vegetables, easily and cheaper.
What does it mean to share a dose of care, and how do you share a dose of care with those around you?
A dose of care basically means spirit of Ubuntu, giving back to people, helping where you can. I share a dose of care by volunteering, sharing my time, spare time. I help where I can to give back to the community.
The biggest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Today is a reminder that as a community, we need to stand together and make effective change. Now, with that being said, Siswami, we have seen the incredible work that you're doing within the Tembisa community. So much so that Panado would love to share a dose of care with you to the value of 5,000 Rand. You were also given the opportunity to pay it forward and nominate someone else worthy of a dose of care. So who have you nominated and why?
I will nominate Gaugelo Center because they help the disabled kids.
Ma, come join me.
Yeah.
Ma, for all of the inspiring work that you do within your stimulation center, Afternoon Express is doubling up on the care and would love to share a dose of care with you, also to the value of 5,000 Rand.
Ngiyabonga i-community yami yaseThembisa. Wabosisi labanginominateile bangifake ku-competition ukuthi nami bangisize. Bakhombe ithando kimi nabantwana bami esenteni yami. Inkosi ibabusise. Thank you so much. Thanks.
And Ma, how will this dose of care help you to do the incredible work that you do?
No, this dose of care, I'm going to buy a food for my kids inside of the center. And sweets, everything, they must enjoy.
I think it's safe to say my work here is done. The saying goes, we must plant a seed of change and nurture it daily through our actions and choices.
Being a parent can be challenging, but stepping out is when things get real complicated. That's why new Panado Pediatric Syrup 5 ml sachets are here to make the job easier. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever, anytime, anywhere. Panado, a dose of care.
Absolutely. As they say, sharing is caring and community is family.
Look, I'm loving the fact that they're sharing the produce from the farm. And I mean, right now, I'm all about that small-scale farming. If there's a way that you can farm in your own community, in your own neighborhood, may as well do that.
Do that, absolutely. So shout out to you, Malefu, and the entire Tembisa community.